V Strom is in position for maintenance. We're going on our trip here in less than a week now. So first thing on the menu is new sprockets and a chain. I think I had the chain too loose, and the rear sprocket got worn out because of it. Been riding dirt, other things too. Probably need to clean my chain more often, but it got a little too loose and retensioned it, and it's making a couple click noises every once in a while. Like it's at the point where I should probably just change it. And I have the stuff, so that's what we're gonna do first on the menu. And then basically we're just going to go through the bike, make sure, bolt check everything. There's a couple things I know I just want to lock tight because they've already come a little bit loose once or twice. And yeah, we're just getting ready for my trip to Quamanon Falls in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan here in less than a week. So basically just want to make sure the bike is good, feels good, and that ready to go on a hopefully 1,200 mile overall trip. Cumulative miles for the trip. So anyway, we're gonna get to that and get this thing ready for adventure. That one was tight. T-handle to the rescue. Alright. Oh yeah, she's a little goopy, that's for sure. Let me get my light out for you guys. Oh, it's definitely a little dirty. Got little red stuff coming off the chain, but not too bad. So I believe we got to take off the speed sensor. I think a lot of people say take off just these two bolts, and this cover will kind of just swing out the way. So we're gonna try that. Let's see if I can get my there we go. Hide that guy somewhere, maybe. There you go. Okay. So that's the speed sensor, which is picking up off of this guy, which we got to take out with that Allen. Got that guy. Little impact. I think we'll clean up those threads. That guy. That's your speed sensor pickup. Treat him well. So now this is supposed to be a 32 mil. Hope it is, because that's what I got. Oh yeah. People say the maneuver, if you do this, I mean, it's spinning already. I thought I was going to have to use more force. This is a lock washer that you're supposed to bend up the tab over the nut. It's supposed to be like that, right? Well, I think they didn't bend this down enough, and they just tightened it onto there. Doesn't look like any damage to anything else. All the threads look good so far. The shaft looks fine. Alright, sorry. I think I had to push both pins on this link out to actually get it to pop out. This tool pin to push out the actual pins on the link was not quite long enough, or I just wasn't able to pull it off the rest of the way with just one. So boom, chain off. truth be told, folks, I don't actually have a lot of experience with motorcycle chains. So this is actually the first time I've broken one personally, as in taking it off, not break it, but get this dirty boy out of here. Excellent. Okay. That also means I can take the front sprocket off, which, to be honest, you know, it's not bad looking at it. I mean, it's worn. I'm going to replace it, but I'm just looking at it, doesn't look that bad. I think the rear sprocket definitely is our culprit here. So, all right. We'll be right back. Weird thing is one of those nuts looks like it's cracked, but it was still holding. All right, so okay, yeah. Sprocket. Rear sprocket's now off, but one of the mounting nuts here, which one is it? Is cracked. I found this one. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but there's a crack through it. Now, my quick research shows that these are just an M10 by 125 flange nut. It does say 125 on the bottom there. So I'm going to run out real quick, go find me, I think, some new ones of these. So I will be right back, and we'll get back to this. Thank you, O'Reilly's. I'm not sponsored, but willing. O'Reilly's, hit up my DMs. You know the deal. All right, I got new bolts, nuts. These are like aluminum. I think they're really more for cosmetics, so I'm not too surprised that one of them is in half. So I don't care about the red. So if you're asking why my sprocket's red, right, those nuts were red. The kickstand foot plate thingy is red, and the front forks on my bike are red. I'm just going to test these, make sure they are what I needed. Yeah, 10 by 125. They're gold, so you know, obviously they're better. But I just decided to replace them all since I'm at it, because I don't want to find another one cracked. So the red sprocket I'll probably clean and throw on the wall, just because it's what came on the bike. The last owner did all that stuff. I guess he was doing other stuff, and yeah, it's definitely a little worn. But honestly, see if we can get my holes lined up. Yeah, it's definitely worn. A little shark tooth. But honestly, it still had life in it, but I'm kind of glad I'm doing this. Sorry, now, just because of all the things I found. So, I'm going to clean this wheel fast. So, let's move outside. Alright. It's a good idea just to re-grease this hub. Nice and greased. While you're in here, just make sure these rubbers look like they're still just in good condition. If they're deteriorating, you'll probably want to replace them. All right. So these aren't technically the Suzuki wash nuts, which apparently have a little bit, have a locking mechanism to them. So I'm going to just do a little tiny dab of Loctite, and we're going to drop our torque down due to some lubricated threads. A little bit because they're lubricated. When you add Loctite, you don't want to necessarily torque it at the same dry specification. So if a bolt doesn't recommend Loctite and you're putting Loctite on it, you have a chance of over torquing it due to the lubrication. Little explanation there. So I'm dropping the torque down a little bit. We're stopping there. Okay. So, rear sprocket installed. We're going to claim now front sprocket is installed. We're going to figure out this duder. That's supposed to be on. Let me actually clean up this area before we do this. Hold on. Move you guys back just a little bit. Let's grab a piece of cardboard. Alright, sorry, I figured it out and the camera turned off like right as I was doing it. So, I don't think you need to be on the bike. What you do is you stand on the brake side, put your foot on it, on the brake, your right foot as if you're riding the bike. And then lean across the seat, put on this, and hit the brake, torque, okay? There you go. That's how you actually do that. There's some guys online, sorry, I'm gonna keep working and just talk to you. Some guys online were saying like, get on the bike and use your foot to hit the torque wrench. Okay, I apologize. My torque wrench doesn't technically go up to the right torque. So I torqued it and now I'm gonna give it just a little Just make sure. Okay. I'm gonna just double check everything looks how it should. The other side of that is we're gonna fold up this lock washer to help prevent it from, if everything looks good there. Alright, we're locked in place. That might be tough to get off later, but that's future me problem. Okay. Okay. Oh, let me clean this other cover out. We're just going to throw that guy back on. Let me just clean that, and then we'll adjust the chain slack. Alright, chain slack. Which on this motorcycle is like, we're gonna just call it 1 inch on the side stand, right? There's my measuring tape. I'm gonna have to lie on the ground at least one more time. This took longer than I thought it would, but I also had to go run and do a couple things, and first time using my tool, so plan for at least, I'd say, half a day to do this job yourself. Ow. The floor is hard. Okay, where did I put my Allen wrench? Right up. I have to get up flat. Is that the right one? Yep. Okay, why am I sitting on the floor? I will have to lie on the floor to get the slack right, but I'm going to torque that, and then we'll get it down off the center stand and re-double check the slack. Maybe spray on just a little extra lube, and then we'll go for a ride real fast. Welcome to the future. I apologize. I filmed an outro earlier, and now that I'm editing, I found out that it didn't have audio. So instead of trying to dub it over, I'm just going to give you a different outro now. So, I went for a ride. I adjusted my chain slack. I'm going to do it again just probably tomorrow morning. Just double check it, because I went for, if you've been watching the riding challenge at all, I went my requisite 35 miles today. Anyone who else is in the challenge, I'm telling you right now, this is the first day that I've only went the minimum, and it's the last day that I'm going the minimum. So, just for the record. But, new front sprocket, new rear sprocket, new chain, everything worked great. Didn't have any complaints out on the road. When I got gas, went up and did a big, nice loop of the area. Definitely almost had a deer run into the road in front of me, but we don't need to talk about that. Anyway, let me update you guys on my official mileage count right now. 1536.7. It's like a half of a mile over what I had before. It was 1501.1, just for anyone wondering. So, and odometer's at 30,189 now. So I'm going to do one quick over glance of this thing in the morning, maybe even wash it because it's pretty dirty right now. Make sure that chain's nice and lubricated. And tomorrow, I am going to put some miles on. I need to make up for my sins of today and repent. It's Sunday, so that felt appropriate. So, I'm going to try to do some mileage tomorrow. Get a little closer to the average I want to be on a day-to-day basis again. And, I'm going to make some tacos. I'm going to do that first, and then tomorrow we're going to put miles on. So, tacos first. Venison tacos. And then that. So, thanks for being here. I apologize if the video got a little wonky. Especially with this refilmed outro, but I appreciate you guys. I'm having a lot of fun with the riding challenge, as well as 30 days of videos. Yeah, I'm not affected by it at all. So, leave me a message down below, comment, whatever they're called, and we will see you tomorrow. Peace.